Hey guys, can you guys tell me if the music or my voice or anything is too soft, too loud? Let me know. I always feel like I gotta start from scratch with these things. Okay, sweet. Perfect. How are we doing tonight? Tonight to noon. Tomorrow. Okay, I'll bump the music up a little bit. Sweet. Hi Enrico. Hi Jem. Hi everyone. Hi Anna. I am pretty good. I did a lot of things on my to-do list today, so I'm very happy. Had to go grocery shopping because I haven't done that in a while. I had to do some work stuff. You know those things that have like soft deadlines where it's like, just do this. And then I'm always like, okay, well, I don't really have a set date, so I'll just do it whenever. And then all of a sudden they call you to be like, oh yeah, can you do that like right now? And you're like, oh yeah, sure. Pick a number 1 to 7. 1. I was really fighting. Oh, that's loud. I was really fighting to not say pie because I tend to be a smart ass like that. When people say pick a number between 1 and 10, I go pie. Which is why I got bullied in school. It's kind of a joke. What did we think of the audio today? What was it? Episode 15? 16? 16, I think. I do not watch Arcane, and honestly, I might have to start like a jar for every time someone mentions Arcane to me, or mentions that I sound like Vi, or mentions that my series makes them think of Arcane or anything. Not that it like turns me off, but it's like, it's kind of like I've never seen anything about it. I don't even know what it's about. I mean, I know it's about League of Legends, but yeah, at this point I'm just like, I guess I guess it reminds you guys of it. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Well, I have a... Hang on. Okay. Sorry, my settings are off. I think it's really nice that we're kind of like in this sweet spot in the series right now where it's like, it's not officially dating yet. It's not like a relationship, but it is kind of dating and like being exclusive and them hanging out and stuff. And then Foster always inevitably ends up pulling her trauma in, which is so funny to me. It's like there was a moment today. I didn't have to do a lot of cuts today. I think I only like messed up once. But I remember there was a moment halfway through where I physically did an eye roll at myself because I was like, because I felt myself starting to talk about the stupid thing again. No spoilers, but like, the thing that happened. And I was like, oh my God, can this bitch shut up for 2 seconds about it? She possessed me for a second and I was like, can you shut up and just like enjoy the picnic for like 2 seconds, you dumb bitch. Swear to God. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I keep bothering you with my trauma. Oh, man. It's like when she realized that she was safe, all of a sudden, like, blah, like all the trauma that she'd been keeping in for 5 years. It's like, finally, I have someone to talk to about this. Oh, poor girl. Poor girl. Because genuinely, which one was it? It was the one, not the. I think it was the one yesterday or the day before. Was it the one at the apartment? There was one that ended like, oh, the one at the apartment. Sorry, for people who haven't seen it, but the one at the apartment was yesterday. I think I cannot. They all blur together, but that ends super like anxiety, right? That ends with her being like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. And like, I got so deep into that I literally stopped recording at the end. And I was literally like, oh my god, like, I'm so stressed out by this bitch. I was like, why is she fidgeting like that? Like, because it costs me energy because I start fidgeting myself and I start like, bringing my hands together and stuff. You can't see that obviously, but I was exhausted finishing that. I was like, oh, get your shit together. Just acknowledge that you guys are in a good spot and stop ruining it. Oh, that was funny. I honestly wish sometimes that I could like have like a bit of a blooper reel at the end of me just being like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Um, but most of it is like in Dutch anyway. Me yelling at myself. Sometimes I do like when I do the music parts of it. I record everything at the same time, right? But it's just a reverb preset on my microphone that I turn off and on for the singing itself. And there was, I can't remember which song, but it was one of the songs that I just couldn't get right. And I was always like halfway through it when I messed up. That wasn't a pretty day. That blooper reel was me very much yelling at myself. Like, why can't you do anything right? It's just a stupid song. It's one verse and one chorus. How hard could it be? To then like be like, finally, and then like, babe, what's wrong? I had to switch it up again. I was like, okay, let go of your anger towards yourself and just record this stupid episode. Man. I get the pictures for my thumbnails from, I use Adobe Express, so that it's stock images, but I have like an Adobe, like I have a pack, like I pay monthly to Adobe, so it's legal, legal stock footage. I don't just rip things off Google Images or anything. How was Thanksgiving for you? I guess it was, I mean, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. We don't do that here. We do not celebrate Thanksgiving in Europe. Do I do audios by commission? I do audios by commission on my Patreon. The highest tier is a tier that has an audio on commission every month. Well, every month that you you're in the tier. But if you want to do something like email me, I think it's fosteraudios@gmail.com. Or you can send me like something on Ko-Fi and we can work it out if you want. I used to put like some bloopers in the Discord. Was Foster in the audios raised in an abusive household? Which Foster? Actress series or singer series? Oh no, it's fine. Don't worry about it, Aries. Don't worry about it. I know I sound American, but I'm not. Oh, that sounded so. Oh, I hated that. Oh, I hated how cocky that sounded. I know I sound American. Sorry about that. But genuinely, like, I am very happy that I have this very smooth process where I don't like the only thing I cut out today was there was a moment where she said, "Oh, Sterling is a very fancy restaurant in the fancy part of town," and I heard myself say that, and I was like, literally the last audio, we were in the fancy part of town because Blue has an apartment there or like a house. So I was like, I can't just say, "Oh, it's a thing in the fancy part of town," because that wouldn't make any sense. And so I kind of backtracked on that. So just in real time, I kind of have to listen to what I'm improvising and being like, "Oh, I don't think that I can say this because I said this in the previous episode, yada yada yada." And those are really the only things, because like sometimes I like trip over my words, but I just play it off, you know. So that kind of stuff is fine. It makes it sound more natural, in my opinion, that I don't always like, retake a word every single time I mess it up. But yeah, unless I do like really stupid stuff, I don't really cut it out. So it's easy editing. Of course, I would do commissions about trans women. Of course, just send me a message where you can, and we can see if we can sort that out. The actress series is in California, but I deliberately did not place the singer series anywhere because I kind of just wanted it to be a general, I might down the line kind of narrow it down, but I don't want to put like I don't really want to put a town name on it because I guess it could just be any town, right? I think like in terms of like I think in terms of backstory with Foster Drake, we're gonna have to wait and see for some things. I you know I think there's a lot of stuff obviously that hasn't been discovered yet about her backstory, and I think half of the stuff that she doesn't even know herself. So I think that's something we're gonna have to like uh, see for ourselves as the series progresses. And this is me being like a smartass and like being like, I guess we'll have to wait and see while having everything figured out. Because honestly, I'm not sure if you're like new here or not. This isn't like a bad thing, but I, people know that I improv pretty much everything. So I trust my own process to improv, and so I genuinely don't have the answers yet. I set up some things knowing that I have confidence in myself that I'll be able to knock them down somewhere down the line. So everything about like the parents and about everything that she told about in episode 13 and stuff is all gonna be, down the line. I'm not bald, unfortunately. It would be easier in the shower. No, I've pretty long hair, and it ruins like there's hair everywhere. Every time I like rake through my hair, I have like a clump. But oh my god, actually, like the Mia Dawson thing that I did, and then like the little Foster thing where she wakes up in the hospital after after the attack and stuff. I love doing those little mini fics, and I feel super bad. I was talking to people about this, that like, because I posted like a Westbound fic a couple of days ago, like a pretty short one about Alex, and I genuinely, because I wanted to kind of get back into like the Westbound stuff as well, because I don't want to abandon that whole thing, but I was so rusty. I was so rusty. I forgot half of the characters' names, genuinely. I was like, and it's so weird because like Wumptober was like a month ago, A month ago, I was doing 70,000 words and like daily chapters on Westbound. and it's so weird that like a lot has happened this month, personally as well, and it's been like a very very chaotic, and obviously with launching the new show and everything, and I've just been in such a weird mindset and like headspace that I've completely like forgotten. But I miss Westbound a lot, and I miss the Aldry fix and stuff, and I think I'm gonna reread some of them because I kind of want to get back into it. I've also been trying to write a Gemily fic for Criminal Minds for like the last 2 or 3 days. I'm just not writing as fluently as I was because my creativity has kind of been a bit dulled lately, and I put a lot of energy into the daily uploads on the channel and stuff. So that's where most of my creativity goes, and the last piece of creativity that I have obviously goes into my job too, because we're developing like brainstorming and developing and stuff. So I need to be on my A game, and I'm not on my A game right now. Anyway. Yeah, so it's been a bit of chaos, but I really want to write like um some more about. Hang on. I had to sneeze and it didn't come. Fuck. Okay, well, let's just collectively agree not to do that again. But yeah, my thing right now is that I'm kind of on the fence about like doing a lot of, because I want to do a lot of like Dawson, Mia, like Drake siblings kind of stuff. But then I'm also kind of afraid of like giving like big spoilers, as in like if I do something on the Patreon, obviously it doesn't really matter now that I say it out loud, but like I'm just like, if I give all the backstory away in the fix, then when it comes into the audios, people, you're not gonna be like, oh my god, I have to give it a thinky thunk. What's the advice for getting in the zone for writing fan fiction? Because I like to write, but I never find it on me to push and finish anything. I have a lot of work in progresses that I haven't finished either. So, just to comfort you, that's a very normal thing. But I guess my best advice for that would be, and that's something that I also do in like my professional job and stuff when I have to write a big chunk of stuff or something that feels very big, is quit while you're ahead. That sounds bad, but I mean it in the sense that like if you're writing something and you're getting to a part that is like a good part, right? A part where that you're like, wow, a part where that you're like, oh, I can't wait to write this and this is going to be fun. That's the moment where you have to stop. Because then that the next time you're going to start writing, you can pick it back up and you'll be motivated to write again because it's a part that you really want to write. I think I've made a lot of like the mistake in the past of like writing until you get to a part where you're ugh, and then the first thing you have to do when you pick it back up is you have to get yourself through that bad thing, and that's already demotivating enough. So yeah, that's like, I think that's something that I had to learn for myself, is to quit on a high note so you can pick that back up. You've mentioned that writing for TV isn't a consistent job. Have you considered writing in other genres like movies, games, etc.? Are you fully committed? I would love to write a game, honestly. That's like on my bucket list. Movies and TV are pretty closely connected here, generally. The production company that I currently freelance for doesn't do a lot of movies, I think. But it's like, it's all the same but different. It's like, because like narrative wise and writing wise, it's mostly the same concept, just a different execution. I would love to. I mean, I wrote a book when I was bored, so like I've been meaning to write like a stage play. I've been meaning to write a musical, and I think a lot of those things are possible, but they're not like, they're all as inconsistent as TV writing. So it would just be taking a gamble on something else instead of taking a gamble on TV, honestly. But this channel has been like a huge help for me. So I think this is also something that's like a type of, obviously a type of way to do my job, but in a different sense. The marriage episode, yeah. I think season 3, episode 45 is as memorable as season 1, episode 98. What is Foster's actor series backstory? Oh, you're not annoying. I think, what was it? I'm rusty with DeVries. This is what I made in my head of the backstory, but I don't know how much of it that I actually end up putting in this series. So here's Foster DeVries. Okay, so her mom is American, her dad's Belgian, and her mom works as like an interpreter for like the UN. So she moved to Brussels because, UN headquarters and stuff, and that's where she met her husband. And then they had Foster, and then they had Finn, her brother, and they grew up together. And then when Foster was 18 or 19, she moved back to LA because her mom's from California. And she moved there, and she had like an uncle that was something in the industry. I can't remember if it was like a director or like, something in the industry. And he kind of helped her out with some auditions and stuff to get started. And he helped her get like commercials and stuff. And that's how she got an agent, and that's how he blah, blah, blah. And that's kind of how it went along. And then she met Listener at a party, and then she booked Westbound, and that's where we go from there. And so she still has her connection back home with her family, but she obviously, there's a whole ocean between there. So I think that was it. I'm not sure how much of that ended up being in the show because I'm blanking on those 200 episodes right now. But that's Foster DeVries. Yeah. Oh, you guys are welcome for the advice. Genuinely, that's good advice. I didn't expect to whip that up so easily. I'm generally, good at improv. Hey, what can I say? If Westbound had a musical episode, what do you think it would look like? What would the storyline be? Ooh, this is fun. I think, I'm always a big fan of concussion episodes. I pitch that a lot in like shows that I'm like writing professionally and stuff as well. Like, one of those episodes where someone hits their head and everyone is a different character, stuff like that. So I think for me it would be, and I've not seen like anything, I've not seen a whole lot of musical episodes, I'll be honest. So I might be ripping off somebody else, but I think it would be fun if it was like maybe Audrey or like Ava hitting their head, doing something, and then the rest of the episode is like just musical. Yeah. I'm completely blanking on any other story right now. I think that's the only way to kind of make it organic into the story, because then at the end of it, obviously, whoever it was snaps out of it or like wakes up and is like, huh. And then she's like, Alex, what happened? She's like, I don't know. You hit your head when we were painting the ceiling. Wait, so you didn't sing Teenage Dream by Katy Perry? What the fuck are you talking about? That would be it. I think so. Oh yeah, there's no ads. There's no ads on any of my videos. I think ads on ASMR videos are very unpleasant. So I promised that I would never put ads on the videos, and I don't take that back. I get, thankfully, and I'm very thankful and grateful to my patrons and stuff, that I have a very nice and thriving Patreon that I can, that I don't feel the need to involve ads on it. Not that I think I would make a lot either. So the marginal cost, or like the marginal money that I would make from those ads would be very much not worth or like not measuring up against the inconvenience of constantly having to skip ads. Is Blue's sister going to be a part of the Singer series? Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe. I kind of surprised myself by doing that, and you can kind of hear it in the silences. That's kind of a giveaway. I mask it with pretending to be active listening, but if there's a lot of silences in audio, that's me being like, what the fuck did I just say? How do I dig myself out of this hole? So I was like, oh, apparently the parents are divorced now. Ooh, apparently, apparently she has a sister. Apparently she only chose one of them in the divorce. I had news to me, news to all of us. So let me give me a second to figure that out. That's why I'm having so much fun with this. I surprise myself every time I go to edit it. I'm like, well, I guess that's happening. I've not seen the musical episode of House. In my head, I was thinking about like Grey's Anatomy or something, or like Riverdale, God forbid. They probably have musical episodes. I'm starting for more Blue lore because I'm constantly making stuff up. Listen, that's what fanfics are for. Oh, and if you guys want to, not to plug too much, but I have a Tumblr now, Fosteraudios on Tumblr, and my asks are open, and people ask me a very wide range of questions and like headcanons and stuff. So if you have like a headcanon or something that you want me to comment on, or you being like, oh, I think Blue could be this or something, then let me know there, because I would love to see it. Yes, you should start BoJack, but only if you're in a headspace for it, because BoJack gets kind of dark. So if you feel like you can handle one of the greatest pieces of television ever made, then 100% go for it. But it's not like a Bob's Burgers type show. It gets pretty dark, pretty existential, pretty nihilist. Yeah, it goes through a lot of very good topics. Again, I do not recommend it like enough, and I know I constantly talk about it, but it's really the type of show that I would love to make, and I would have loved to like have been a part of and stuff. So it is something where I'm like, oh god, if I can ever replicate something like that would be a dream for me. Oh, but I see like a lot of the stuff that you post on Tumblr, and I keep on laughing my ass off. Like the posts are you like, stuff that I overhear at my graphic design company, and then you like make like a thing of it. It's so funny. It's so good. Oh yeah, Lex, special shout out to you, because like those memes and stuff were, I was laughing my ass off to it, like each and every one. What was my favorite? Hang on, I have to look it up now because I want to see. Well, that's one way of spelling it. Also, I gotta say something in a sec. As if I haven't been doing that. Where'd it go? What was I doing? Fuck, what was I doing? Oh yeah, the memes. Sorry. I am present. I'm present. I'm holding space for Defying Gravity. I'm present in the moment. Hello? What am I doing wrong? Oh my god. I gotta find it. I gotta find it again. Sorry. I'm scrolling. Where did your memes go? Lex, where'd your memes go? Here we go. Because it was under a spoiler tag, I couldn't see it. The trauma candy salad one. Oh, the astronaut one got me super bad. Wait, it's possible to create what you want? Always has been. I do not consider myself like a very influential person or like someone who says the right things at the right time. I think I'm a dumbass, quite frankly. So the fact that you guys seem to like when people sometimes people ask me for advice in like a Tumblr ask, and then I type something where I'm like, I mean, I hope they're happy. I don't know. And when I get the comment of like, no, thank you, that helped so much, and I'm just like, oh, wow, apparently I did it. Please, which band was it? It was like a famous band, or is it like just a random? Why would you guys book a Belgian band? The Dutch hate the Belgians, but you guys want our music. Face it, face it. You guys want us. Be honest. Face it. It's okay. You can be honest. What is Blue's backstory? So, spoilers for this. spoilers for this episode. So, Blue was in college, developed an app of some type that made her like very rich, and so she kind of dropped out of college. We don't know whether that's related or not, but she dropped out of college, so she doesn't have a degree, but she's very rich. Her parents are divorced. She has a sister, and apparently there was like a bit of a fight between like the parents, and both her and her sister like chose a different parent in like the fight. So she's only close with one of her parents, but we don't know which one. And so she moved to the city or the town that Duckies is in. So she's new in town, but she doesn't have a job. But she is filthy rich, and her apartment is very nice. That's all we know about Blue so far. They're called Re. Re. Let me see. Do I know them? I don't think I've heard of them. A couple of people I know follow them though. Is it like, wait, what is it? They're West Flemish. Like a pure power rock band. Okay. For fans of no, okay. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's remotely close to my type of music, but hey, let me know how it was. Hi. A weather app. Honestly, when I said app, I was like, why did I say app? I think in my head I was thinking of like Shark Tank or something, but I don't have any idea what kind of app it is. It is Duckies, the bar. Hang on, I'm switching to Dutch just a second. Ja, maar dat verbaast mij ook echt niet, want als ik het zo lees, is het ook wel echt zweverig. Maar toch nog zo ruig. Maar West-Vlamingen, daar moet je echt niet te veel rekening mee houden. Dat zijn echt een bende idioten over het algemeen. Sorry. Maar ik heb wel gelijk. Okay, sorry. Back to English, sorry. Me and Milena sometimes just need to have a little Dutchy Dutch chat. Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine her turning out to be like a crypto bro? No, Foster, believe me, like, I know you're losing money, but you're not gonna lose money if you put 10K on my blue coin. And then it's just like a pump scam. And then she loses everything. She loses her siblings, she loses the bar. That was a very dramatic moment for the music to stop. I didn't plan that. She's not. Blue, we love Blue. We love Blue. He's iconic. We just don't really. But honestly, let me. Oh, yeah, I had something else to say, but I want to say this first before I had something else to say. So, welcome to my brain. What was I gonna say? Fuck. Oh, this happens to me so many times. Um, yeah. So I did the poll, right? I did the poll about like the whole listener backstory thing, and I have to say I was not like hugely surprised by the results of that, but I also kind of was a bit like, oh, because I figured that most people were very much into the classic um, audio role play girlfriend kind of thing, where you're the self insert of the listener. So I was very kind of taken aback by people saying, "Oh, but we wanted to know stuff about her. We want her to have a backstory." Because, and I mentioned it to some people on Patreon and on Tumblr, I still I was kind of on the fence about whether the whole listener backstory in the actress series was a good idea, because I kind of felt like it was breaking a rule in a way. Because it's like, you're supposed to be the self insert, and I'm supposed to be the girlfriend, like Foster, and you're supposed to recognize yourself in that situation. So, but I also, oh my god, these emotional piano music. Anyway, life's just been really hard. Okay, and never mind, the beat's back. um, and I don't know, like, I don't mind giving like backstory, but now that I know that so many people want the backstory, I'm kind of like, but then do we still want Blue, or do we want like an actual name? Because if a lot of people, so if it really is turning into like an actual audio drama that's just, breaking the fourth wall, then why not actually give her a name? I'm not gonna do it, I think, because I think Blue works out, and in time it will be Blue, and it will be Babe and Baby and whatever. But yeah, I'm just like I'm just kind of trying to gauge what I'm supposed to do with that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, honestly, the sadness impression. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't like that we're gonna lose the bar, Joy. Why is John Taffer here? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah, the nickname that only the girlfriend will use. I think, off microphone, off camera wise, off microphone, I think Mia and Dawson probably just use her actual name. So I think it's just kind of cute. I felt myself today. I don't like this one. Thank you. I felt myself today um, wanting to say babe halfway through the audio. I don't remember where, but it was like a spot where I was talking and it felt so organic. And there was even a point where I considered, where it was like on the tip of my tongue in this audio, to just go, no, it's okay, I love you. To be like, but I didn't want to like open that can of worms. In my head, Foster is like, this is, I think she's just kind of waiting to say it. I think she's just waiting to put that next step. But I think it would be typical for her to just kind of blurt it out because, and then to completely backtrack on it because she's like, oh no, I'm too clingy. I went too far too quickly. She's going to hate me. Never mind. We're just doing a casual thing. And no, Foster Drake canonically does not know other languages, I think. And if they were, I don't think it would be the languages that I speak, so I don't think it'll be hold up. It'll be oh beep. I don't think it would be the languages that I speak. So I don't think I could get away with it. I don't want them to be too similar. Um the thing that I wanted to talk about And after that, I'm gonna see like what you guys submitted into, like, because I saw some people actually submitted some questions and stuff as well. But I so now that I am on Tumblr, and I'm guessing you guys, some of you guys have been there obviously far longer than I have, but I've noticed that like a big there's like two big things on Tumblr in terms of like audio role plays that I've noticed, and that's escaped audios and redacted audios. I don't know either of these men or like their channels, or I'm assuming both of them are men, but it's kind of the thing of like is that like different, because I see a lot of people also talking about like coherent story and stuff, especially with escaped audios. Do any of you listen to them, and is that the same thing I do? Because I kind of figured, oh, I'm the one of the only people that do like, you know, I thought I was kind of the only person that did this long form kind of thing, but apparently other people do it. And so I'm kind of confused as to whether I gaslit myself into thinking I was the only one. It's like, because I looked it up earlier, and escaped audios is like, does like these full on with like multiple voice actors. It's not like 200 episodes. It's like, I think it's like 10 or 20 episodes per thing, if that. But I'm just kind of, it sounded pretty good. Like, I haven't really, you know, I only listened to like 10 seconds of it, but it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't bad. So, but I'll be honest, it's like male, like boyfriend ASMR, which I naturally kind of not really gravitate towards. But yeah, I mean, I thought that was interesting. I didn't really know. This is multi-listener. Castle Audios. I need to start listening to Castle Audios as well. But what do you mean by multi-listener? Drake family keeping we'll have to wait and see if the Drake family keeps duckies. Who knows? I never redacted his storyline form. I don't listen to him because I don't do M4A or M4S ASMR. See, I need to start listening to Castle Audios too. Let me see. Because Castle is a female voice actor, right? And that's the thing, like, I'm always so genuinely surprised at how little subscribers these have. And that's not a dig on them. It's not that I have like a huge, you know, it's not like competition wise or anything. But I'm just like, you know, when you really bring like quality content and you see how intense that like the fandom, like, you know, I'm counting myself in that list as well, like the Fosteraudios fandom. Like, you guys are very into it, and I'm super blessed. But then you see these like channels that have like, you know, 200,000 subscribers that do like one-off audios, and you just feel that like the community isn't like quite there. Voices several different characters, and each voiced character has a list. Oh, okay, I see. So they also have like listeners with like their own backstory and stuff, or like it's not like a self-insert completely blankly. Hi, self. Multi-listeners got a multi-characters. Okay, okay, I see. Yeah, I see. Yeah, like for me personally, the fantasy is not like a huge thing that I'm very like versed at. So both for like making it and for like listening to it, like, don't get me wrong, I love a good fantasy trope every now and then, but I think the furthest I would go with that is like princess and knight or something, you know. I'm not good at the werewolf or vampire or something. I just feel inevitably when it comes to that kind of stuff, like if I had to do it, like werewolf or something, I would start like, no, you're mine. And I would be like, I hate that. I don't want to do that. Like I can't do that for like audios on end. And also I don't know the lore enough. I don't, I've never read like Twilight, so I don't know what the characteristics are. I would suck at it. And also I don't really look it out. Like, I don't really listen to it either. Dizzy Daisy. No, I can't say I do. Alex talks. No, I'm not gonna do an alpha omega listener audio. Kitten. I hate it. I hate it. No, don't even make me do it. Don't even joke about it. I can't do it. Okay, I might have to give Castle. It's a skill of a killer, Bella. How long have you been 17? Oh no, that's the wrong one. What are Edward's quotes? It's been ages. I should start listening to Fosteraudios then. But again, I'm surprised because like the amount of times I've heard her being name dropped, I thought she would be like bigger. And I don't mean that in like a derogatory way. I mean that in a genuine, like, I want her to be more. Her Patreon's doing really well though. I see. That's good for her. I'm happy for her. Castle, we should collab, girl. Get your ass over here. Okay, I need to. I'll make work of that, and then next time I go live, I'll get a little book report. Feel like I would be great at princess, but which one would I be? Would I be the elegant princess, just being like, "Oh, knight, please, you don't have to give your life for me. Don't worry." I'm doing this because I want to protect you. Oh, God. Oh, I am Home Alone so much. God, that'd be funny. What am I drinking? I'm drinking rose lemonade, like botany. What does it say? Natural botanic drink made with pure rose extract. It's very good. I'll be honest. I'm gonna do my best imitation of this, but if I find like an audio and the title sounds promising and like everything looks good and I open it up and the first thing I hear is, "Hi, I can't believe you're finally back from work." I'm like, "No, thank you. This is some type of thing that I'm not interested in pursuing. Thank you. Have a good day." No offense. I feel personally that it kind of infantilizes women to a point where it gets like maybe a little creepy. And I'm well aware that this is also something within like the anime genre and stuff that I'm just not familiar with myself. But if I want to listen to like an audio, I want to listen to a woman talk because it's F and not like the F doesn't stand for fairy, So I'm like, I don't need all of this. Just be normal. I'm aware that people are into that, but I'm not, so I click off on it. And there's so many of them, and I'm like, who are you doing this? I mean, I know who you're doing this for, but you're not doing it for me, so then don't pretend it's F4A. I can't imagine a lot of women like listening to that, Maybe that's just me. A resting place, ever serenity. Okay. No, sorry, do your Kegels or whatever you're doing, Milena, sorry. The knight with exactly that voice. I am just a humble stable boy until the queen one day gave me because I saved her life at a... Okay, never mind. If I can't improv 2 sentences, it's not a good idea. Foster would be a very good voice actor. Thank you. It's kind of the point, but I mean, I guess... Also, my name's not Foster, just so we're clear. Foster is the character I play. Yeah, I don't want to say that it's like the P word, but sometimes I do really think as soon as they start like, you know, like the AI artwork, sometimes like that's like super like, or like not AI generated, but just like general artwork that makes it look like it's like a 15-year-old girl talking, and then when they sound like that, oh, you had a hard day at work, boyfriend? Nope. No, 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 no. A zombie apocalypse ASMR where a listener has been a dumbass and you play it affectionately. You just want to hear me cosplay Ellie from The Last of Us. I get that. I don't think I could do her voice. I'm not gonna try. Trying to fix my lower back. Girl, who can fix their lower back? Lower backs are made, damaged, and abandoned. Yeah. Just crack your spine like a normal person. No need to do all these Pilates yoga stuff. That's just the trick to get to spend more money at the gym. Just get on a treadmill. I've never done a yoga class in my life and I'm terrified of it. I used to be very flexible because I did a lot of sports when I grew up, and now I am not flexible anymore. This is good stuff. Oh, you're right, I was going to do some reading of like comments and stuff because I know you guys. Oh, Escape just started following me. Oh, did I accidentally manifest this? Oh my god, is he listening? Hi. Hi. If you ever need a voice actor for a specific project or anything, please don't be afraid to reach out to me on Tumblr or fosteraudios@gmail.com. I accidentally manifested this. That's so scary. Sorry, my phone is on Do Not Disturb. Otherwise, I would have seen it. Hi, Walter. His name's Walter, I think. Not that I was stalking him. I was like, who are you? Why haven't I not known of you? Right. So here we go. Okay, so here we go. Sorry. I know most of the people that ask questions are in here, so. Okay, so a question was, do I write poetry? Do I have a favorite poet or writer in general who inspires me or speaks to me? I don't, like, I've written poetry occasionally. Sorry, I'm afraid that if I say something, it might be Googleable. So I'm not going to tell you guys unless I write something that I know like is unique for the channel or something. I'm just trying to cover my tracks. But I've written poetry in the past. I don't really have a favorite poet or writer because I don't really read a lot of poetry. Sorry, the rose lemonade is fighting back. Whew. It's not very ASMR-y of me. Sorry. Okay, sorry, pause. I think yoga, I'm scared of yoga classes. You know what I'm most scared of, if I'm being really honest? I feel like yoga has such a high, like, what should I call it? Like a slope, as in like, I go, oh, it's my first yoga class, and then the person in the front leading the class is like, okay, and now we go to, you know, I don't know, 180-degree nerds cluster, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And then everyone starts doing it, and I'm like, okay, yeah. Yeah, downward dolphin. And I'm like, I guess. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, Milena, we got to talk about Bar Rescue. So, listen, here's the thing. I recommended that 3-hour thing because the episodes are not like viewable here in out in Europe. My shoulder snapped. But there's like, if you literally go on like YouTube and you do like, you know, the Bar Rescue channel itself, just it's the same with like the Kitchen Nightmares thing. It's like they have these different compilations, and every now and then there's like a clip that you haven't really seen before. They have a lot of compilations that are like between half an hour and like 3 hours long, and I just put those on when I game. So I mean, I've probably know most of those clips already by heart now, but I just keep on rewatching them. I can't stop. I can't stop. I love it. Is, if I'm really honest, one of the things that is like on my bucket list right now is to kind of be the voice of something, like a GPS or like a device or something. Or like, please hold. You know, a customer representative will be with you shortly. If you are interested in following a quick survey, press 1. I've always kind of wanted to do like the thing of like doing the I'm sure people have already done that, but like the one off or like a thing that's like you're lost in space, or like you're on a spaceship and you're the last survivor and the only person you have to talk to is like the AI of your ship. Shields at 60%, like stuff like that. I would love to do that. It's not in any way a full series worth of story, but it's fun. I keep on losing track of. Oh, okay. How much of the storyline do you have mapped out already? I have basic ideas of what the plot is that I want to touch on, but I also know that sometimes those things can change with like a new audio, so I figure it out as I go along. And then you said you started to record in chunks rather than one episode. How do you like this process so far? Honestly, I haven't been doing it. It sucks, but I was very like I started out doing it and I had like chunks of like 3 or 4 episodes that I recorded at the same time. But now that my creativity is kind of fucked, I just try to do it every single day to get like a bit of creativity in my daily life again. Maybe someday I'll go back to like the cluster recording. For example, like I know when I'm like on set, or you know, if there's a situation in the near future where I have like a project that is going to require me to be, you know, actually work in an office and stuff and not work from home, then I'm probably gonna have to start recording in chunks a bit more. What are you most excited about with the new series? Has doing this new one inspired you to do other creative things outside of YouTube? So I wish I had other creative things to do, but like I said, I'm kind of not in the headspace to do a lot of creative stuff. But I mean, you know, like I said, literally last month I did like a fuck ton of writing. So it really comes and goes with me. So I'm not beating myself up too much about the fact that it's not really happening for me right now. But what I'm most excited about with the new series, and I think this also kind of leans into another question, from a creative perspective, what has the Singer series allowed you to explore more of compared to the Actress series is just the fact that it's such a different setup. Because honestly, I was very scared when I started that it was just going to be like a re-skin of the Actress series. Because, you know, like, you don't have like a lot of tropes to work with, honestly. Like, you know, comfort, reverse comfort, comfort for, you know, you have a wholesome episode where there's a date, and then you have like a comfort episode, or nightmare comfort, you know, you have all these things. And I was very scared that I was going to just basically touch on the same themes, just in a different setting. But I have to say, now that I'm like, you know, over 15 episodes in, it feels very refreshing. It feels very much like a very different show. And I didn't think that would be possible. I kind of maybe underestimated myself a bit. Because I was like, oh, you know, I got 200 episodes into this show. How am I ever going to compete with that? But I think it's very different. And I think a big part of it is the setup of it, that it's like, you know, kind of slow burn, mutual pining, and that, you know, I said this before, but obviously the big difference of actually starting in a relationship with the singer, no, the Actress series started already established relationship, whereas here we get to kind of discover the characters as the other one discovers them. So I think it's a very refreshing take on it. I think a lot of people seem to like it, so I'm happy. I'm very happy with the way that it's going. If you have a Nintendo Switch, I recommend buy Ring Fit Adventure. But that's exercise, Enrico. You know, who here wants to exercise genuinely? I just want to, you know, die. No, I'm joking. It's fine. I need to I actually canceled my gym membership because it was costing me $50 a month and I haven't gone in like months. I have these periods in my life where I go to the gym every day, and then I have periods where I don't go for like months. And I know that's not like relatable. Um but right now I'm in like such a bad mindset that I already going out the door is like a big deal. So, you know, you do what you can. Let's see. Uh, so I have a question about the series. So I know that obviously Blue and Foster are something, but what are they? They are women. Foster is a bartender. Blue is unemployed. If you're talking about like what are they as like a label, I don't think they have a label on it right now. I think they're like pre-relationship dating. What are some good video games that I won't be harassed by greasy children in? Anything that's single player. I don't really play multiplayers unless it's like something that I play with friends. Phasmophobia or like Lethal Company or something. Those are fun multiplayer games. I don't like public lobbies. I hate that. But honestly, even a yoga, I'll be honest, literally next to me right now in my office, there is a walking treadmill that I bought. And I have periods. I have periods. Announcement. I have periods. I have like a standing desk, so I'm sitting down right now, but I can put it up. And I have like moments where I put it under my desk and I can just walk for like half an hour or like an hour. And that's super fun. But just I need like the kick in the ass to do it, and I just right now I don't really have it. And it sucks because I wish I had. I really wish I had. um how many episodes do you see there being in season 1 of the Singer series? I have no idea. Currently I'm kind of aiming towards like I'm aiming in like chunks of 10 to be like, okay, am I comfortable with where I am right now in the story? I think it might be 50 or something. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't plan ahead that far. Um, but you know, obviously some stuff I set up some stuff that I want to pay off at some point. The stuff with the bar, her being, you know, I called it a singer series and not the bartender series. So obviously there has to be something there, but I kind of also want to take the space to like work on the relationship between them first before I launch in too much story, which is the same thing I did with the actress series as well. First couple of episodes were very low on like huge storylines and stuff. Your ability for world building is exquisite. Wow. What a compliment. Seeing the universe built around Foster DeVries in her career is astounding. How might we see the world of Foster, Drake, and Blue expand? I think. Oh my god, this. Oh, this is. I'm vibing. I'm gonna shuffle anyway. Um, yeah, I think a lot of this. I think of a lot of it can expand, but I also feel like the majority of the DeVries stuff was just them at home, and that was fine. I think here we have like we can shift between like the bar and then their respective homes and stuff. It's also interesting that there's like a lot more interaction with um, tertiary characters, so not like listener or Foster. It's a very interesting thing, and I think it has a lot of potential. The only thing, the downside to that, to me, is that obviously you deal with a lot of like chatter. You know, when they're in the bar, you need some chatter. You need other people generally, and chatter as in like sound effects and stuff, right? And I don't always like adding too many sound effects to things. It's gonna be a work in progress. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna read some comments. A standing desk is very good, but again, I bought that when I got my apartment to be like, and I'm gonna stand up when I write, and I'm gonna stand up when I edit, and you know, you know, not always. You gotta put it up. Just put it up. It helps with posture and stuff. I think I slouch so much. It's gonna be good for me to actually. Uh, put my desk up more. You guys gotta remind me to put my desk up more. What I eat on Thanksgiving? What did I eat yesterday? I think I ate sushi yesterday. But again, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so I didn't do anything American. I'm not American. Does my throat get dry through videos or after? Honestly, I thought that would be a bigger issue. Like, there are moments where I record like long episodes, like, half an hour episodes, and I really thought it would be worse, but it's fine. I also try to avoid drinking too much before or like after or during recording, because you can hear it, because then your throat starts to do the kind of thing, and that's really like, I try to cut them out as much as possible. Sometimes I can't, and that's kind of awkward. So, yeah. Like, if you eat before recording, back when I worked with like, with actors, not for this, but like for other projects that have actors and stuff, as soon as you eat something before you start recording, your stomach starts, and that sucks. So they're not officially together right now. No, they're not officially together right now. Not yet, sure, yeah. All the ASMR worlds of perpetual rain on the regular. I literally only put rain and sound effects when, or like, stuff like that when my neighbors are being super loud. Because if it's just like a quiet day and I know I don't have background noise, then I honestly generally try to avoid it. Today was different. Today was actually quiet, but because they were outside, I thought, I wanted to have some sort of like outside noise. But generally, like, I don't, I try to avoid it unless I know I have to, because you just hear in the back. I hate that. That's all right. That's all right. I know I sound American. I know I sound American, but I'm not American. Well, actually, mister, I've never heard of this America you speak of. What kind of place is that? What do you envision Blue's age to be? I think Blue is a bit older than Foster. Not by like much. Foster's, how old is Foster? Foster's 23, I think. I updated the Wikipedia, like the Fosteraudios Wikipedia, and I put the ages in there. I think Foster's 23, Mia's 28, and Dawson's 31. And I think that Blue is like a bit closer to Mia in age, like 27, 28. Which is also like, I think, why her and Mia kind of get along very nicely. What major would Foster ultimately have chosen if she'd had the opportunity to go to college? I think she would have been like music, something. Either that, or it would have been something like English or like literature or something. I think she's like a pretty creative person. Or bartending school. Maybe could, like not hotel management, like hospitality, or like, because she knew she had the bar because their parents had the bar. She grew up there, so maybe she did want to do something like to study more, like, or like, economy or something to kind of do business. I just throwing words around. Is it obvious that I was gonna say, is it obvious that I didn't go to college? I went to college, but I did film school, which is lame. I didn't keep up with the actress series. Foster and Elle ended up breaking up, right? Yeah, they did. But Foster had a new listener. My mother taught me going on dates means you're dating. I think she's like, they are kind of dating, but I think the thing is, like, before they say, oh, you're my girlfriend now, let's date, I don't think it's like official. And as soon as it's official, then I'll start changing the thumbnails and stuff to your girlfriend, this and that. Yeah, I'm also improvising for the singer series. I'm using the same system that I used for the actress series, and so far it's working out pretty well. Everyone's saying sugar mommy. It's not sugar mommy. She's not a MILF. It's just a little older, because I think that she just has like a certain chapter in her life that Foster hasn't had yet, which I think is going to be an interesting dynamic, because I think in the actress series They were very close in age. What state did the Drakes live in? Again, I don't want to really narrow this down. It doesn't really matter all that much. I think it's like, general Springfield, USA kind of vibe. Would I prefer to live in a city or the countryside, money being no issue? I don't like Here's the thing. I don't want to live in a city because cities are super busy. There's always noise. Generally, you don't have a lot of space when you live in a city and stuff. I don't like that. But I do like the convenience of a city. And then you have the countryside, which is super like quiet. But then when you end up, getting murdered, the police will take like half an hour to get there. So it's a toss up. I think if I had if money was no issue, then I would choose a city just because then I would do like a big ass penthouse and a driver so I wouldn't have to park anywhere. Because parking in a city is an absolute nightmare. At least in Europe, Americans can't relate. Americans can't relate with parking issues. But I would also not be opposed to the countryside. I think in my ideal scenario for myself, I would be like not like a city, but like the suburbs, suburbia, close to the city. You still have the amenities of the city, but you actually can drop your car off in a garage. I know I'm very car focused, but I had a lot of issues parking today, and I'm still kind of on my mind, I guess. Anyway, let's see. Maggie Cannon. No, not Milf. Everyone stop. Everyone stop. Stop. Enough. Enough! It's not MILF Blue. It is, she has a lot of money. And I think obviously, you guys know that I'm teasing towards money being like a bit of a thing. Foster not having enough and Blue having way too many. I get that. It's like an obvious thing that we're rooting for, but let's not do the whole sugar mommy thing. I cannot, my brain cannot comprehend that. Oh. Yeah, it's, you should, the police response time here is, well, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting conflict, I can tell. I think there's a lot of stuff that I'm setting up right now. Not all of it is going to be, like a huge thing, but yeah, I think. Can't believe Escape started following me. Let's be friends. Hi. Let's be friends. You have too many characters. I have too many characters. We both know. We cannot deny. Okay, anyway, back to reality. What job does Blue have? Blue is unemployed. I think that was said in the not today's audio, but yesterday's audio, I think. So she just has a lot of money that she made in college, and she doesn't have to work technically for like the rest of her life, really. But she's kind of figuring out what she wants to do, which is I think partly why she moved to like a new like area, a new town, a new thing, because she kind of wants to start over or something. And then she meets a beautiful, eligible bachelorette somewhere behind the bar of a duck-related establishment. And then the girl starts singing, and she completely loses her heart. When I say it like that, it sounds very lame, not gonna lie. But I promise it's better. I promise it has more character to it. There's also trauma, there's that. You don't see a lot of trauma in a Lifetime movie. I don't think they're allowed to do trauma in a Lifetime movie. Unless it's like, oh, I was turned into a marshmallow when I was a kid, but now, by the power of Christmas, if you roast me at midnight, I might become a boy. Oh. Could you imagine? Do you ever burst out laughing from me cringe moments? Have you not heard me laugh this entire time I opened my mouth? Oh, I am so stupid. Genuinely. Oh, I hate myself. What a mood. You can memorize the lore. The Wikipedia helps. I try to keep it up. The Duck Tavern Entangled. Fuck. Did I steal that from my own brain? What did it? They have like a musical number there, right? With Flynn and stuff. With the guy with 2 unicorns. Bling. That's. Yeah, I hope it'll. I hope it'll end in like an actual career for her. I hope that's the storyline. Honestly, when I first started developing this show, and I had like I did like a bit of a mini brainstorm with myself of like, what I should do in terms of. Hang on, 2 seconds. It is this one. Oh God, I'm happy that copy pasted. That could have been like a fanfic thing that I copy pasted. That could have been awkward. I had like a different vibe in mind. I honestly was gonna be very much more playing on the start of the show, which was her singing and being like, "Well, I'm not good enough to sing anyway. I'm just singing in this little old bar of mine. But I have a dream that one day," and then I would like go from there. But I kind of wanted to take my time with it more. I think it's for sure going to be a storyline somewhere down the line. But yeah, it's going to very largely depend on how long this show is going to be, obviously. For going back to 200 episodes, and obviously there's time for me to do that. If not, then there could be like a different storyline with it. I don't know. Maybe it's just a musical series and there's just me doing covers or like original songs and we just never talk about it. That could also be. Who knows? A Korean drama about a person who gets turned into a chicken nugget. And then people are surprised when I say no when they ask me if I watch K-drama. Oh. What should you make for dinner? You should make mac and cheese for dinner. Boxed or baked or like whatever you want. I hope that's the storyline. I forgot where I was for a second. Sorry. Listen, I don't write this stuff. I tap into this unconscious part of my brain, so I know that there's a story here somewhere. I don't know what it is. We're going to figure it out together. Hold my hand. Genuinely, I know I trust myself to do this. I have no trust in myself. I have trust in that subconscious part of me that I tap into when I go to record. And sometimes it doesn't work, genuinely. I've had moments, mostly because other people make noise, but like as soon as my neighbors are too loud and stuff, I just can't focus anymore. And then I kind of really lose track very quickly. I've had moments where I was like recording and like 2 minutes in, mid sentence, I just go, nope. And I just stop. I'm like, this is not good. I'm not feeling it. You can go to bed if you guys want to go to bed. You can go to bed. You can listen to it again or like listen to the rest of it tomorrow. They stay up like the I'm going to Google this. K-drama chicken nugget. See, I can find it. Chicken nugget TV series. I'm going to Oh, it's from this year. I'm going to butcher the name, so I'm going to skip it. The daughter of a company president mistakes a new machine as a device which helps her with fatigue, and she is accidentally turned into a chicken nugget. As her father, Choi Son-man, an intern, Go Baek-young, who has a crush on her, try to turn her back into a human, they discover unexpected secrets. What are the unexpected secrets? That she tastes good with ranch? And also, if someone takes a bite of her, would that mean that she like lost a leg when she turns back human? See, I have too many questions. This is the type of thing where I'm like, yeah, good pitch, but how do you make 10 episodes out of this? Ranked 10th in Netflix's global top 10 category. Holy shit. See? Why, what do I know? Why am I being critical as an industry professional when the entirety of Netflix says it's good? Dials everything up to a 10 and then some. Absurdist comedic fun, spares no expense or time in embracing its quirky energy. See, I gotta do that. I just gotta start fucking writing chicken nugget things. What am I doing here? What are all of us doing here when we could be making millions off of Netflix chicken nugget money? Fuck, what am I doing with my life, bro? Fuck. That's sad. Have I thought about posting bloopers? I have, like, I used to in the Discord back when the Discord was up sometimes, but most of my bloopers are not funny. I'll be very honest. Like, most of the things I beep are just things that are like, oh, I can't say that because of this, or like, I say apartment when it should be house, or the other way around. And I'm like, oh wait, it's a house, not an apartment, and then I do it again. So it's not really a very interesting blooper reel. I make more, if you're together with people like on set or something, you make bloopers because things are funny and, you laugh together, but I'm just trying to get through recording, so I don't really laugh. I don't think I've ever like laughed or like, bloopered as in oh my god, I goofed, haha, this is so funny. I'm just by myself, so. How does she tell him she's a nugget? I don't know. I think we need to watch this together. Yeah. Regarding the last series, is there anything that happened in the story that you wish you didn't include or regret it making happen in this series? I mean, there's a couple of things that I kind of regret not elaborating on more, I guess. But then again, I don't really, looking back on the show, I don't regret anything that I did or didn't do, but I just think it could have been different if I, put different, like, emphasis on things. Like, the thing that I'm thinking of right now is the whole, like, Theo-Sophia situation. I think in hindsight, I could have, when Foster discovered that the whole closet thing, that whole backstory and stuff of it, I kind of, in a way, wish I would have elaborated on it. But, and this happened to me, like, in the 13 too, I'm gonna be vulnerable for a second, but, like, not vulnerable, but, like, open for a second, right? Someone commented on it, on the 13, on this, the singer's series, the backstory episode where she talks about what happened, being like, I wish you'd included a trigger warning because it's very triggering, obviously. And I fucked up by that. I didn't think about including it because I generally, because I improv and I feel like if I put it in a thumbnail and stuff, then, the shock of the episode is kind of gone. So, but I should have put it in the description and I didn't, and I fucked up with that. But I remembered this being a thing with like the Sebastian stuff as well, where I was like, do I include like a trigger warning on this? Do I just want people to feel this? Do I want to, risk triggering people in order to tell a good story? It's a balance, I never want to make people upset, but I also kind of don't want to spoil my story. So it's a balance. And I think I kind of backed off on the whole Sophia situation because I felt like it would be a bit too dark, let's say, for people. Because obviously, there's a component of like, sexual assault to that. There's an component of normal assault, like normal assault as in physical assault, like assault and stuff, and abuse, and I never really got into it too much because I was like, do we need to know the details of this, or is it just implied enough, But if I wouldn't have been scared in a way to go too deep, to go too BoJack on the show, then I probably would have told that in a different way. In terms of what I regret not like putting in too much, I think near the end I kind of had the whole storyline with like that I completely abandoned, which I fucked up on, was the whole documentary thing. You know, I think his name was David, like the documentary maker, when she lost contact with Sophia at the start of season 3. I kind of fucked that up a bit, but I wanted to do more with that. I wanted to do more with like that website of someone posting that kind of stuff, and I'm not even sure if I actually ended up like paying off that setup. But yeah, I think I messed that up a bit. That's my only regret, maybe, that I kind of muddled that up. But she had head trauma. She didn't remember a lot of things. So let's blame it on that. Sorry, let me catch up a bit. Oh yeah, the blooper where I was sobbing and started to. I don't remember the context of that, but yeah, yeah. Sometimes when I get too self-aware, I take myself out of it. That's true. Oh, we want more Barbara and Kenneth lore. Yeah, they are swingers. No, I'm kidding. Don't bring them to a key party in Florida, if you know what I mean. Can I have some nuggets too, please? Or strips, or wings. Depends. No, let's. When's the last time I had a chicken nugget? A couple of days ago, I think. I like chicken nuggets. Also, I do have to say one thing. I'm not gonna make too big of a deal out of this, but um, about the Tumblr asks, right? I've been getting a lot of really nice comments, a lot of really nice people asking like for advice or like headcanons and stuff. It's all been beautiful, and I've had a lot of fun. Some of the asks are a little unhinged. In the way that I'm like, I understand what you're asking. I also very much acknowledge that I have the right to not answer anything that makes me uncomfortable. But I was in the store today and I got an ask, and I'm sorry if it was you, like it was an anonymous ask, so I mean, I don't care, but like people have to kind of reflect on the questions that they ask sometimes. Maybe this could be a learning moment. But somebody asked me if you could have a friend, what was it? If you could have a friend from any race, who would it be? Or something. And I was like, I was staring at that for like a full minute trying to process that question. And I was like, obviously I can choose not to answer, but I was trying to make it a teaching moment to be like, I honestly do not care. Like, are you trying to bait me into saying I'm racist? Because I'm not. Like, I do not care what you look like or who you are. So, I was so like, I do not understand. But yeah, also some people like, like I get that you want to ask about like, what do you look like? Will you ever do a face reveal? I get these questions. I understand them, but I've said plenty of times before that like I'm not going to do it. I don't feel comfortable enough with my face. I don't feel particularly beautiful enough. I've said this before, like my voice is, I like my voice. I know what my voice can do. Adding my face to it would only very much ruin the magic. So let's please not. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do it. If my face ever appears somewhere, it's because someone doxed me, and I don't want that to happen. I'll be very clear on that. So if you see it somewhere and someone's convinced that it's me, just know that it wasn't me, or like I wouldn't want to do that. um but also like, questions about like very private questions. um I gave you guys, a basic description of what I look like. Let's not push it beyond that, please. Like, let's respect my wish. um I just keep getting the same questions over and over again, and I get it, but like, why do people? I don't understand why people feel the need to see my face. I get that it's a piece of mystery, but I promise you, no matter what I look like, it's gonna be underwhelming anyway. was so weird. Like, if you could have a friend from any race or nationality, what would it be? I'm like, what do you want me to say? I would love an Asian friend from Nepal. Like, what do you want me to say to that? I honestly do not care. Like, Jesus, sorry that caught me off guard a bit. Yeah, yeah. Privacy is a really big thing. I'm genuinely. I also don't understand what you win from knowing who I am. Like, I'm an actress. Sometimes when people when people call me Foster, I do like a bit of an eye twitch because I'm like, let's separate this. I am E. I am a creator. I am not Foster. Foster is my character. When people say, I love you, Foster, I'm like, thank you. Yes. As in, like, I'm willing to believe that you're, role playing in the comments, but I'm not Foster. Anyway, my mini rant is over. I just felt that I had to drop that for a second. I love you guys and I love what I'm doing, but I mean, honestly, I've thought about it. I've thought about just like dropping everything, but I honestly don't see the advantage to it. I don't see why people would go through the length of trying to figure out who I am. I promise it's very underwhelming and you literally don't win anything. Yeah, someone like asked me like, "Oh, can you describe your face or something?" And I was like, it has eyes. There is a mouth somewhere. I have a nose. That's true. Two nostrils. I mean, I haven't checked in a while, but I'm guessing it's still two. Um, two ears. Five fingers on each side of my hands, not my face. Just to be clear, I don't have gills. Wait, hang on. No, I don't. I don't have gills. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why would I be sorry? I don't. I can't help it. So it's I'm just a normal person. I'm not a superhuman. I'm just a normal person sitting at a computer and talking into a microphone, and that's really all there is to it. Just respect that, obviously. That's the thing. Once the privacy is like gone, it's gone. So I want to keep it that way. I specifically didn't talk about my feet. I have normal feet. I have normal everything. I'm really sorry. I don't have like a cool story about, only having like 3 fingers on this side because of like a motorboating accident. I'm very boring. I'm sorry. I'm just a boring person. That's also the thing. Like if I would be a remotely interesting person outside of the work I do, but I'm just really nobody. Honestly. I'm so insignificant. It doesn't even matter. You don't have to know me. It's okay. You take the good with the bad. It's fine. I honestly, again, I do not like. I don't mind people because I know some people don't have like lack the social skills to understand. But yeah, it's okay. It's all okay. I kind of knew coming into this, but the thing, like, because also someone asked me, I'm not like, by the way, I'm not putting people on blast here of like, oh, this question was so like, no, that's not what I'm doing. But I'm just like, someone asked me like, have you ever been recognized by your voice? And I'm like, I am like, who would have to recognize me? First of all, like, I don't speak English here because I don't live in an English speaking country. Second of all, like, I don't have like millions of subscribers. Like, I doubt, maybe like 100 of my subscribers maybe are from Belgium. I think that's even like a big number. And like, why would they recognize me somewhere? It's like I appreciate the sentiment because I appreciate people thinking that I'm this huge voice actor or something, but I'm not. I'm not. So where's a reptile representation at? Listen, don't tell anyone I'm a lizard person, okay? That's mine and Obama's secret. I'll be really honest about the whole Arcane thing. Is like when something is like a big hit, I tend to stay away from it. Not that I'm like want to be like a hipster or something, but it's like, first of all, a lot of people are talking about it, and that automatically kind of is like, okay, so people are only, if I only need to watch it because it's popular, then that's not really a big draw for me. But second of all, everyone in my comments was literally complaining about it. So why are people telling me to watch it if everyone's complaining about it? I mean, I'm willing to watch it at some point, but I'm just like, everyone's saying how bad it is in terms of like the relate, or everyone's complaining about the ship. So I'm like, why should I get attached when everyone's complaining? Ja, maar dat... Hang on, I'm switching to Dutch again. Sorry, 1 second. Dat is mij dus 1 keer overkomen, zonder grap, dat ik in een Starbucks of zo zat met vrienden. En ik was aan het babbelen. Gewoon normale vrienden, geen BV's of zo. En opeens komt er iemand naast mij staan die zegt... Zeg maar, jij zei toch... Amai, ik had bijna mijn naam gezegd. Amai, dat was nipt. Dat was heel nipt. Bijna mijn naam gezegd. Maar dus jij zei toch die persoon, hè? Ik zeg... wie de fuck zit jij? Waar komt jij vandaan? Ja. Ah ja, ik ken u van... op tv of zoiets. Ik weet het zelfs al niet meer. En ik dacht, huh? Ik dacht echt, hoezo zelfs? Maar dat was ook blijkbaar iemand die echt gemeenschappelijke vrienden met mij had die ik niet kende, enzovoort enzoverder. Dus daarmee. Maar ik had wel echt zoiets van... huh? Ik word echt niet herkend of zo. Oh nee, wacht, dat is niet waar. Ik heb... Again, maar nu dat ik in Nederlands praat, begin ik mezelf echt keihard te doxen in mijn hoofd. Wow, joh. Nee, ik ben wel echt... Mensen zijn mij echt al om foto's komen vragen. Omdat ik iets heb gemaakt waar dat... Iemand waar dat zij fan van waren... Sorry, I'm gonna translate this. Sorry, this takes too long. But there was a moment where people have come to ask me for pictures. Like to actually make pictures and stuff. And people have made like fan edits of me. Just because I was the creator of something that... someone who they were like a super fan of was in. So I had a friend of mine, and they were in one of my shows, and even without that friend being there, because people recognized me from like, I guess the blooper reel and stuff, they came up to me and asked me for like a picture and stuff, which was insane. So sorry everyone for that Dutch moment, but yeah, I literally, because I was talking Dutch, I almost doxed myself just now because I was talking, because Dutch comes more fluently to me. So I said, I said I was sitting there and someone came up to me being like, "Hey, aren't you?" And I almost said my name very fluently. And thankfully, only a handful of people would have gotten it, but still, yeah. Arcane's not bad, it's just really heartbreaking. So, is that... Do they like end up together? The who was it? I don't even know. Vi and someone? I don't know. I caught myself. Yeah, no worries, I didn't. Yeah, Vi and Kate. But everyone was complaining about it. Literally, like on the episode 12 or something, it was like, "Oh no, I just got off and like my heart is so broken." And I'm like, okay, sorry, I guess. But what is the but still though? You say for once they get have a happy ending, but still. I don't want to... Hi, Ellie. I want to spoil, but they're good. I'm like, oh yeah, Ellie, maybe you can help. I was asking about Arcane. I was saying that I'm hesitant to start watching it because everyone is complaining about it. Okay, not the healthiest relationship. Okay, well, technically neither are Foster and any of her partners, but yeah. Watch it, it's amazing, she says, as if she hasn't complained to me and says she cried about it. You had no offense, but you have like a couple of times said like, I'm so broken from watching it. And I'm like, then why, you know? Not that I mind watching something that breaks me, but sorry, Ellie. Sorry. I'm just saying. Okay, I will add it to the list and I will give it like a bit of a shot. I want to give things a fair shot. Not gonna lie. If someone being, you know, in our group chat, Ellie, or like just in general, because I think in our group chat you might have to wait a bit. Okay. Okay. I see. I might give it a shot. Where can you watch it even? Is it Netflix? I hope I can watch it. Okay, sweet. Sweet. Very angsty. Yeah, you know me. You know me. I'm a wumpy person. If it ain't got a good amount of hurt, comfort, and stuff in it, I do not. Well, I mean, number one show on Netflix doesn't say a lot because apparently we can put something in the top 10 globally that's just about a girl and a chicken nugget. So, but I understand the point. I'm very happy that I played League of Legends in like the very early days back before it became very, very toxic. I played that in like 2010, 2011, something. I do like Wump. Hi. Nice to meet you. Literally every story that I write is very hurt comforty. I just can't do fluff. I cannot do fluff. Lettuce of Legends. No, I do not. I'm not like a. Yeah, I mean, I've said it before. I'm not like a very multiplayer person. I don't mind it. But I'm just like, I already have enough going on without getting yelled at by kids. Doesn't have to be part of my day for me. I choose peace. We should play some. We should play some Lethal again. Like right now, like honestly, the big thing I'm playing right now is just I don't even know how to pronounce it. Balatro is just a card game, but it's so addicting. It's insane. That's all I play. Good night. I don't know. Yeah, I liked Lethal a lot. Yeah, it's just like I just love story in games, and multiplayer games just don't have story in them. Unless you count like I want to say something like GTA Online, but that's just so toxic that you can just it's unplayable. I love playing single player GTA 5 and then I log into online once and then I just immediately get like demolished. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, you can't even play it." That's fun. Oh, you did? Did you get the 1 or the Miles or the No, wait. I There's one. So there's Spider-Man, then there's Spider-Man Miles Morales and then there's the 2. I haven't played the 2 yet. I've played both the other ones. Honestly though, like I really love those. I really love those clips. I was laughing my ass off with those clips. You just falling to your death in that one room. Um, but Lex, you gotta tell me like if you play it, like what you think about it. It's a very good game. I should like replay that. I don't actually. It depends. Um, the crying on video thing. Sometimes I get into like a zone where I can cry, and sometimes I really fake it, and then I'm literally pulling faces at myself just to make myself like, you know, some because it's very easy. It's very easy to sound like you're crying when you really wanted to. So it really just depends. It depends on how I feel. Sometimes I can generally make myself cry because I feel like it's better for the audio. Because the thing that you can't fake, you can sound like this, but like the whole like snot and tears and stuff that come with it, you can't fake that too easily. So you'd have to actually push yourself to cry for real. Really depends. Like the wedding episode, I was actually crying, but like some episodes, like like episode 13 and stuff, like right now, the whole like about the night and stuff. I think I like sounded. I love that people were saying like she sounds so emotional. She sounds so broken. I'm like I was literally thinking about food or something. I was literally zoning out. Yeah, I need to play GTA with like a private lobby or something. I've played Roblox recently. Ellie put me into playing Roblox. I put it off for so long, and I couldn't hold it off anymore. And then I just got addicted to. I got addicted to bingo. Yeah, Spider-Man's really cool, Lex. I'm really excited to see what you think about it. Dress to Impress. I didn't like Dress to Impress, but Ellie loves it. It would be cool to watch you play some video games that are choice based, where you can talk about the behind the scenes info and tips about voice acting. I'm not like a professional voice actor, so I don't really. But I guess we can try that. We can try something like that. Yeah, sure. You cannot find a PS4 at any store, but you have it because I bought my like I don't have physical copies of games of PS4. I bought everything online. See, that's the thing. Like I don't like Dress to Impress just because I make choices. Ellie knows this. I make choices. Like there was a I gotta do the Avatar one. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think the category was 2000s, like 2000s as like a dress category, and of course you have all these people dressed up in like jeans and whatever it is because it's all kids, and I just dressed up all in blue, and when yeah, and when the runway came, I just went Avatar came out in 2009. I keep on like, or like it was like European or something, and I went as like spaghetti and meatballs or something. Like I just can't take it seriously, and I yeah. Ugh. And 10-year-olds don't understand the humor in that. When will the one-offs come back? When I feel a bit like better creatively and I have a bit more brain space to do stuff. Right now, literally, I'm on kind of like survival mode. So I'm trying really hard to push through to do like daily uploads and stuff, but I can't really do a lot more than that. But I'll try. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm friends with a lot of voice actors, and I fangirl a lot about them. But I understand also that, like in my country, the only things that are like voice acted generally are like, you know, like dubbed things, like TV shows and stuff, like animation, kids animation mainly. So my friends are all like in that kind of stuff, and they all sound like this because they're like, oh yeah, let's go, oh, because that's what kids show need, and I'm not sure I'll be able to pull that off. And even if I could, I'm not sure if I could do it in a sustainable way. So I'm good at what I do, it with this kind of genre, but what I do here has literally no value because nobody needs this. There's no like, there's no BoJack Horseman or like Arcane here, so they don't need my kind of voice acting. Otherwise, I would really want to, and I would love to do it. The Last of Us stream when? Yeah, sure. Let's try that. Let's try that soon. But I've played it like a bit, so. Avatar came out in 2009. Have you played Life is Strange? I have played. I played Double Exposure a few weeks ago. Didn't hate it. It was fine. I have a lot of opinions about it and what they could have done to improve or how they could have not cut costs to make it slightly better. But I liked playing it. Don't okay, but it could stop making them. That's what they told me. I'm glad you found one though, because it's a PS4. You didn't want to buy it like secondhand, because I'm guessing like now that the PS5 is out, like a lot of people just want to get rid of their PS4 maybe. VA gay comment. I mean, sure. Let's. I would love to do that. Double Exposure is like, again, it was good. I just felt like they took a lot of they had a lot. It was missed opportunity after missed opportunity. I think if anything, that's the game that I would like to play for you guys, just to show you guys like where things kind of, because like the audio editing is like kind of bad, and like the voice acting, you can really hear sometimes that they did like, oh, this line didn't end up being good, or we have to reshoot this. Can you just quickly do this in your iPhone mic? Because you can hear in like halfway through a sentence, the audio quality just drops the shit. And like story wise and stuff, nah. So that would be the one game where I would be like willing to do like commentary on. Listen, yeah, that'd be good. I've watched Chira and the Princess of Power. I like that. Um, it's like a nice comfort show. Exactly what it has to be. Who's your favorite Arcane character? I have not watched Arcane. I have not watched Arcane. I don't have a favorite movie too. Someone asked me that on Tumblr, and I've been delaying answering them because I'm trying to figure it out. But I don't really watch a lot of movies. Yeah, my double exposure rants. Yeah. Oh my god, I just realized that I've been calling you Lex this whole time, but it's not Lex, it's Less Exol. Sorry, I switched over those letters in my head. But I'm just gonna call you Lex. You know why? Because it's nice, it's sticky. And if I call you Les, I feel like I'm calling you a slur. So can you send me like a DM on like Tumblr, or if you're, I'm not sure if you're on the Patreon, but if you are on the Patreon or like anywhere, just send me like a DM because I gotta ask you something when this stream is done. Spoo? Spop? Oh, she opens the pot. I'm stupid. I was like, what is spop? I think, listen, double exposure is the type of game that if you liked Life is Strange, you're gonna like, if you like the first game and stuff, you're gonna like it. From a technical and like a writer's point of view, they have a lot of missed opportunities and a lot of stuff that I feel they could have done very much better. From like a casual player's point of view, it's a good ride. So by all means, like don't be discouraged by what I'm saying. It's just that if you look at it like a little bit deeper than below the surface, it's like, why did you do this? Or like, why did you decide to do it? And it's not that like the people writing it are incompetent. They're not. But I can just tell that there have been like budget cuts. I can tell that some things have been cut, that were meant to be more elaborate, and that's kind of where they lost some stuff. That's my personal opinion. But Gemma's seen Arcane, right? Yeah, I can't really talk about can't really talk about Arcane because I haven't seen Arcane. I know a lot of people want I know a lot of people are starving for my opinion on it, but I'm sorry. I haven't gotten to it yet. Oh yeah, Dark Pictures Anthology. I'm doing a playthrough of. I did the Quarry a while back. I have Until Dawn. I know how to ends and stuff, but I haven't played it myself. I have. Um, I'm working my way through Man of Medan right now. I like the Quarry, but what I've noticed now, I think that like the more like um the more elaborate games get and like game development gets, the more we're gonna see these types of elaborate games. Because that's what annoyed me about the first Life is Strange. Spoiler alert! But like, I was hesitant to start Double Exposure because I was like, if the first game, none of the stuff you do matters, and that's what annoyed me. Because it's like you can't pretend that it's a choice game when it ends. You know, when it's all moot and none of it matters. And that's what I love about games like Until Dawn and The Quarry and stuff, where genuinely you make several choices that all have an impact on every single character at any given point. That's what I like. That's crazy because the new series has so many parallels to the show. I thought you were getting inspo from Arcane. I have no idea what Arcane is about, genuinely. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea what the characters are. So I'm definitely not drawing inspiration from it. But it does make sense now because apparently everyone keeps talking about Arcane in my comments, and I'm like, I guess. But I'm just afraid that if I start watching it now, that I'm gonna start, taking over things. Thank you, Ellie, for completely hijacking my stream. That's okay. That's okay. Would I ever write a crossover fic between my channel stuff and other properties? Would it feel strange to you? I don't think it'd be strange necessarily. I just don't like. I'd have to find like an IP that matched with it in a way. If other people want to do it, like if you want to write an Arcane Foster crossover fic, by all means go nuts. Um, I just don't know what kind of fandom would have like a good crossover with it, honestly. And like for me personally, like I'm very satisfied with the fact that I know that like I don't really do like self inserts, right? There's not a single character in like the entire Fosterverse or anything that I write really that is like a very clear self insert for me. Um, I think in every character I put a little bit of myself, but that's about how far that needs to go. So I feel like if I did like if I personally myself would write a fanfic where Foster meets uh Criminal Minds. I'm just saying that because I'm trying to write a Jamily fanfic for the past 3 days and I've been struggling. If I would do that, then to me that would feel like my self-insertion because of like, I'm gonna put my show in that show and that's kind of, that would feel like maybe a bit weird, not gonna lie. But if it works out and like it's a good like idea, then I don't see why not. Would you make a gaming channel? Sure. Sure, why not? I do think it's like a lot of. Then I think I would be more like a Twitchy, because I feel like if I would actually have like a channel, then that would involve like editing and stuff, and that's like a bit of effort that is like too much for me. But if it would just be like Twitch streams and stuff, maybe yeah, sure. I've not played The Walking Dead, but it is on my list to play because I've heard a lot of good things about it. I played like the Game of Thrones Telltale game, and I kind of like that, but that's been like years and years. Do I have a favorite YouTuber? When it comes to ASMR, my favorite is Come to Rest ASMR. That's exactly the type of like ASMR that I'm into. In terms of normal, the Bar Rescue YouTube. No, I don't know. I don't really watch personality YouTube videos. I watch a lot of like documentaries or like, I guess like Nexpo, Nick Crowley, that kind of stuff, I guess. But yeah, or like video essays. But I don't really. Oh my God, who just died? Okay, well, I guess we'll never know. Yeah, I don't really like watch a lot of YouTubers for them, if that makes sense. Oh, I would love to stream Lethal, but then maybe we should be like on your Twitch, maybe, Ellie. And then I can just link to your Twitch, because the time it would take me to set up the channel and everything would be. I'm not like good enough at Twitch and stuff to figure that out. But if you want to, we could definitely do it. Oh, post some more memes. Yes. Yes. I need to see him. Sorry, we're dropping everything. Okay, so it's not Lex, but it's LESXSAL. See, I plugged you 3 times, so. Yes. Okay. I can't comment on them live. You guys have to see them, but I'm gonna. What do you mean marked saved from? I did it. Working at an office is like the bar rescue. Oh my God, that's so good. Noel. Bro, that's genius. That's actually genius. Oh my God. I think you blew this wide open. I love that. Lex, I love that. That's so smart. Why didn't I think of that? Because I'm not smart. That makes sense. Because I'm kind of, Okay. Noel. God fucking damn it. Fuck! Then why didn't you say anything? Why did you keep that for now? Why did you do that like over a month later? Bro, be so for real right now, Alex. Be so for real. Damn it. That's so good. That's so fucking good. I'm actually pissed off right now that I didn't think of that. But okay, it's fine. What would my advice be for anyone interested in starting a channel about voice acting and writing stories? Starting a channel about it or starting a channel doing it? Like, as in, would you talk about writing and voice acting, or would you actually do it? Well, it can be like Noel, like Noel. I think that's a general neutral name. But I get it. It's good. Yeah, sure. Okay, Ellie, we gotta, like, when you're free sometime, we gotta play Lethal Company on stream. Because Ellie's a streamer. Should I don't know. Do you still stream, Ellie? I know it's been a while, I guess, but like, are you still like planning on doing it, or?
Being in the flat and a.
Why are we yelling, bro? Why are we yelling? I can't even remember. Oh, it's because I'm not logged in. Oh yeah. But if you want to, please plug your stream, Ellie, if you want to, if you're comfortable with it. I'm trying to do it, but I'm not logged into my Twitch, so I can't find your link for some reason. My brain is not cooperating. If you want to do it, what would be my advice? Hang on. Mm, I think for both of those things, I've said this before. For both of those things, my advice would just be to do it. Just start it. I know that sounds stupid, but we spend so much energy in our lives just doubting ourselves and doubting our own capacities. And I always say, what's the worst that could happen? You know, the worst that could happen is that you try something and it doesn't work out. And that's not a bad thing. That just means that oh, okay, next time I can do something else, or next time that didn't work out because of XYZ. So it's not even a mistake. So there's literally no downside to just doing it. Even if you think you're not good at it, that's the whole point. You get better by doing it. It's the same with writing. You start writing, and the first stuff that I wrote was bad objectively, but then you just get better by doing it and doing it more and doing it. No one's expected to be a heart surgeon on day one, so why do people expect to be a writer or a voice actor or something on day one? It's something that you do by learning. So don't be hard on yourself. Just try it. Just do it. I've said it before a million times. Just do it. You'll be fine. Have you listened to Like Him by Tyler? I have not. I'm not like very big into. I'm assuming you mean Tyler the Creator. I don't want to be like rude, but because someone asked me about like Frank Ocean and stuff too, like earlier. I'm very much not into that. Like, I'm gonna say something, like as in like hip hop, like R&B, rap, kind of that world. I'm not in. I've no like. I don't think I've ever heard a single Kendrick Lamar song. That's not really my scene. Yes, EB, that's it. That's fun. Very good. Wow, we've been here for a while. I'm having fun though. Yeah, I'm vibing. I'm always afraid, like before I start streaming, that I'm like I have nothing to talk about, but that's where you guys come in. Yeah, I'm just like I know a lot of good music. I know that I know a lot of. I know that I don't know a lot of good music too, but I don't really. Yeah, I don't really know any like or like the generally music that is very popular in America. Generally, is not really my. Like it took me so long to get into Sabrina Carpenter and stuff too. I know that's a stupid comparison, but like because also like I don't really get like because I work from home a lot, so I'm not like at places where they play radio a lot, because when I'm in the car and stuff I just listen to my own playlist and my podcasts, so I don't really discover new music if it's not through things like TikTok or something, right? So yeah, I don't really get to know a lot of new music because I don't listen to the radio. But I just default very easily into like my own. Hang on, I gotta put my hair down because I'm starting to get a headache. Okay, let me guys ask you. Let me beep. Let me ask you guys a question. If there's one thing you guys could like pick in terms of like a storyline or like an episode or something. I know I'm talking next to my mic. If you guys could have like a say over like a single storyline or something, what would it be? I'm not saying that I'm going to be able to do it, or I'm not saying, or I'm not saying that when it comes you're going to be like, "Oh, see," but I'm excited because we haven't really had, I mean, we've had some like um we've had some like hurt comfort moments a bit, but it's more like trauma and stuff. We haven't really had a lot of like physical injury stuff and stuff. Not that it needs to. I'm just saying that like, you know, the actress series had a lot of like physical injury stuff. Is that something we want to see? Do we want to see more like wholesome? Just let me know. I'm intrigued. Spacey Jane, I do not know them, but I like indie rock. Yeah, me too. But I've also seen that like in like the top 10 of my most watched videos on the channel, it's all like either spicy audios or like hurt comfort audios, as in like listener injury and Foster taking care of them. So if it's something that people want, you know, obviously. Yeah, well, people be horny. We've been known. But yeah, ever since that last time on the channel that I almost got striked because of absolutely nothing, I've just been a bit weary of like spicy stuff. Yeah, mental breakdowns are like interesting, but I think like in terms of like, yeah, I don't know how to say it. I think getting people involved in the channel, like, you know, that like the aftercare video that's like my most watched one, season 1 episode 40, is what like drew a lot of people into the channel. And I'm just trying to gauge like how can I draw new people in, except for just saying, hey, this is a series with like a lot of backstory. You know, you always need to have like an episode that just kind of, so I kind of want to try maybe to do like a very like a bit of a one-off, like maybe, you know, maybe now that they're just like kind of casual dating, not dating, there could be like a moment where Blue calls Foster because she like tripped or something, and she's like, I don't know what to do. I'm here all by myself, and then Foster comes running, something like that. That could work. Janabi Hayuko, is that Dutch? Yeah. If we lose my channel, I'll be devastated too. Don't worry. Let's not manifest that. But listen, like I remember like there was like a thing about like a cat too last time with the actress series. The only reason why I'm hesitant is because then it becomes like a thing that I have to carry. Not that it's bad necessarily, but it's just a factor, and I'm very bad at remembering factors. You know, there would, you know, I would have them adopt a cat, and then the next like 3 audios after would be like, oh, let's go on holiday for like a week, and then people would comment, what about the cat? And I'd be like, fuck, I forgot about the cat. That would be me. Yeah, hospital comforts. I like hospital comforts too. Hospitals are very I went back to like hospital a lot in the actress one, but it's also just because it's an environment that like auditorially is like very grateful because you can put like a very nice backtrack on it and it makes it very realistic. Yeah, now let my metric now officially for anything Korean be, but is there a chicken nugget in it? I need to know. Oh yeah, vocal, like if Foster has like vocal, could you imagine? The horse analogies. I need to, because nightmares are like horses. When you fall off them, no, wait. No, wait, it does make sense. It made sense in my head. I hate myself. Yeah, I think it's like, I think if, like, because I kind of introduced a bit of like physical, um, like hurt comfort and like the whole Mia element of it, but I do understand that it's not quite the same thing. But I think it does give Foster a very nurturing, whether it's like taught or like conditioned or it's been inside her all along. But I think Foster's a very, she helps because she had to help her sister a lot with everything, and she takes care of her sister throughout every pain and everything. So I think if there would be something wrong with Blue, then she would obviously come running, and she would be very like, don't worry, this is fine, you don't have to be embarrassed or whatever. I think that'd be a nice dynamic. So I think I'm going to explore that definitely, but I'm just trying to see if it's like, because the car crash audios in the first season of the actress series was like a very big like arc, like a lot of people were into it. So I think it's interesting to maybe revisit something like that, because it was very sudden and it had nothing to do with the show in a way, but I just knew that I wanted to do something like that. So maybe I can do something like that. Yeah, the hospital bill for Foster DeVries was insane. I think she has a really good insurance. The studio probably paid half of it. I mean, half of it wasn't her fault, you know. Her getting her brains bashed in by Theo and stuff definitely was not. I don't think that's like a out of pocket kind of situation. Real. Blue meets an actress that looks exactly like Foster Drake, but she doesn't believe her. Could you imagine? That'd be so funny. Or I could pull like another ending of the first show on you and just be like, surprise. Or be like, and cut. And it turns out like that, like this is actually just the new show that Foster DeVries is on. And Foster Drake is just the actress, like is just the character that she plays. And then Sophia can be Blue, and then it all makes sense. And then it's all a full circle situation. I had it happen to me earlier too. Something fell upstairs, and I jumped a bit in my chair. It was 2:02. Now it's 2:19. Every time something like that happens, my reflex is always to look on my clock, because I'm just so trained by like crime documentaries and stuff to be like, okay, so I just heard a murder, and it was exactly at 2:02. So if the police come, I know it was 2:02, and I can tell them, and I can save the day. Honestly, like for the one-off channel, I've been meaning to like do some audios that are like, I think I've talked about this before. I think I sounded pretty Irish there. I'm sorry. I think I talked about this before, but it was like a thing of like you're secretly dating your co-star on your show, and I just thought I was be like it was like the type of audios that I couldn't do in the actress series, because it wasn't really, I couldn't really do that much set because it was always like the listener always had to be there, and it didn't always make sense organically. But like I really wanted to do some more of the like the set life and like running lines and stuff with like your secret girlfriend, co-star, whatever. But I'm just afraid that if I start doing one of those that like, or like elaborate on that, people are gonna be like, oh, it's like Foster and Sophia. No. I'm like, it's different. It's different. It's completely different. It's one-offs. It's one-offs. But yeah, I'm already bracing for the comments, so I just decided not to do it. What do you mean it's also 2:19 here? What do you mean? Your co-star is actually a mafia boss who has anxiety, was abandoned, and self-harms, and then you have all of the comforts in one, and then we don't we have to bother. We just start merging them together, so it's easier. It's more compact for me. The mafia boss was also your bully in high school. Oh, man. 7 minutes in heaven with your werewolf girlfriend. Oh, hate it. What was the one that I said that I couldn't do? It wasn't werewolf, it wasn't vampire, it was like the low one, the grunty one. I'm trying to remember what it was. Help me. Someone help me. We were talking about this. Like a mythical thing, but they always, oh, you sound like this. And I'm like, I can't take myself seriously if I do that. Fuck, what is it? I'm losing my mind. No, it's not werewolf. It's like your girlfriend. Not a gnome, not a knight. No, it was like a mythical thing. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. It was... fuck. I'm so close to it. Hang on. I think I know a creator that did it. Let me just see. Fuck, hang on. Sorry, guys. I gotta pause this because I gotta know. Orc girlfriend. That was it. It's orc. And I'm like, I can't do that.
Hey, baby. Do you want to cuddle? I'm sorry to hear you're feeling bad.
I can never. Can never. If you wanted to change up a bit, could you do more of a drama set rather than TV? So you're like rehearsing a play. It's like different. Oh yeah, I guess I could work. Someone got bullied so bad, I don't need people to listen to bully audios. It's like, I don't think it's... I think people just want it to have like a semblance of closure, because then you can feel like you're in control and maybe you're kind of holding out for an apology down the line. Because I'm guessing most of those bully audios kind of get back to like eventually them apologizing in the end, right? Something like that. Ogres have layers. Onions have layers. Oh, we both got layers. But not everybody like onions. Parfaits. Everybody like parfaits, and they have layers. I don't care. Ogres are not like parfaits. Parfaits might be the most delicious thing in the world. Or girlfriend accidentally breaks your door in a pot. Okay, let me see if I could do that.
Hey, baby. I just thought I could... Oh. Sorry. Do you still love me?
The end. That was 10 seconds, but it was worth it. I also kind of blew out my voice just now. Yeah, that was the thing. I literally looked up Wholesome Girlfriend's channel because I knew she did something like that. I haven't listened to it yet, so I don't know how like low it is or anything, but yeah, I think it's like a closure thing. I think people just want to feel in control of that situation and have like a narrative of, oh, everything's gonna be okay in the end. Something like that. Have I told you? I was thinking about this earlier that I might want to bring this up today. Have I told you guys that like I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it now, so I'm self-conscious about it. But I can do like the two tones at once, like polyphonic. But I'm gonna sound like a dumbass, and I'm not sure if I've done it before. I just want to know before I completely embarrass myself. Have I done that before? I don't even know what you just said. Okay, but it's like, sometimes if because I just blew out my voice with the orc joke. Cause it's like, wait, hang on. I think I lost it. Fuck. I'm gonna gonna sound like an absolute weirdo for a couple of seconds while I figure it out, so just ignore me. Oh, there it is. Here it is. Hi. Hi. Do you want to come play with me? Don't be scared. I don't know how I do that. Yeah, that thing. I've done it before. Train. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I do it. You don't have to ask me about it. I don't know how I do it. Train core. Hi, train girlfriend. My one specific OC that I'm gonna break down on everybody. Babe, what's wrong? That's so stupid. I love it. I do not vape. No. I do not. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't do anything. Extremely boring. Train girlfriend. Yeah. Hi. I'm gonna be a bit delayed coming home. I saw you talking to a tram the other day. Now you know I'm not the jealous type. Oh, that's so stupid. Why is it so funny? Don't be jealous, because a lot of people are inside of me, babe. That's not a good look on you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. This is our little inside joke, isn't it, guys? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. That's stupid. What kind of buzzes have you been talking to? I don't appreciate being out this late. I'm always home after 10 because my last train leaves at 10. Okay, anyway, moving on from this bit, which I think it's very weird. I have no context. I'm gonna it's been 2.5 hours. I've loved hanging out with you guys. Genuinely, I could genuinely go for like another hour, but I'm just not sure how interesting it is. You guys want me to stay on? I do not mind. I do not but if you guys are like, no, we kind of want to do something else with our day, let me know. Sorry, y'all. Okay, I'll stay. No one mourns the wicked. No one cries ever. What time is it for me? For me, it is 2:30 in the morning. Hit that note. What note? There's not a single note in there that was on tune, I think. No! Ga slapen, kut. Sorry. Dat was een beetje heftig. Sorry. Ik vind het leuk dat je hier bent. Dus ik zou heel graag hebben dat je nog even blijft. Maar ik wil ook gewoon dat jij gewoon lekker gaat slapen, meid. I love doing that Ocean Eyes one. It's been like, for me, it's like a kind of a thing of a lot of songs that I know and that I love. A lot of people are like sending me things to be like, oh, I think this song is good and stuff. I'm generally not very good at because, I'll be totally open and vulnerable on main here, but because I'm such like an improviser and stuff, learning like new songs takes a lot of like flow out of the creative process. So for now, like, I love that you guys are sending me music because I love discovering new music. But when it comes to people saying like, "Oh, I think you could sing this," or "I think you could sing that," I appreciate that 100%. And maybe somewhere down the line I will. I'm definitely not saying no. But when it comes to like the music that I do right now in the show, I like to just keep it to music that I know because again, I don't plan. I just go to my microphone and I'm like, okay, so now I gotta do a music thing, and then I'm like, oh, okay, so what should I sing? So, I can't really do like music that I don't know. Can you do a British accent? I get very self conscious. I get very self conscious when I try to do a British accent because I know for a fact that it's not as good as my American accent. And I think a lot of people can hear it, and it makes me very self conscious. Kiwi accent. I need a sentence for a Kiwi accent. I'm blanking on sentences. I listen to Billie Eilish only, like, I know some of her music, but I don't, like, when people ask me, do you listen? It's like, yes, I know songs. I wouldn't go to, like, a concert of hers, but I know songs. Let it go, let it go. You're just jealous because you're just jealous because you don't work for an incredible boss like I do. I've never seen The Office, actually. I don't know what her role in it is. I've been binging Superstore the last few days, not gonna lie. I've been meaning to do like an actual watch of that show, but I've never really gotten to it. I love Superstore. My hair, Billie Eilish fan. Oh, that's so sad. It's always so sad when you do something and people like, are you doing this because you're a fan of that person? No, I just like dyeing my hair. Get the fuck off my, what? Yeah, I can't think of a sentence either. I'm trying to remember scenes from Golden Boy, but I can't. I'm blanking on any. Ugh, what the fuck? Tamagotchi thing. What was the Tamagotchi thing? It's actually called Ordered Management Anger Device, so it's actually illegal for me not to have it. I need to watch Golden Boy again, and I love that show. Oh yeah. And at last I see the light. What I'm trying to think. Could you not put that over there? It's casting a big shadow on me. Yes, you feel nice and comfortable then. You're an effing B, Kahu. Bitch, mind your consonants. Bitch, it's not Scrabble. Keep those letters to yourself. That's such a good show, honestly. Listen, Ellie, I've always said that you sounded a bit more Australian. I'm joking. You're a very good Kiwi. I could never speak to Reo Maori. Clear, the bathroom's free. R&R, the condensation. Emma! No, clear, Emma! Kia ora. I don't speak Maori, but I speak those 3 words of Maori. Whanau. What is the other one? Whakapapa. Te reo. Kia ora. Moriora. That's about it. That's about my knowledge. I love languages. quirky, popular. I've never seen. I feel like if I didn't get into H2O when I was younger, I don't think I'll get into it now. Because it's like it's the same with like Power Rangers and stuff. Sometimes I have these moments where I'm like, surely Power Rangers wasn't that bad, and then you look at it and you're like, oh, it was. But when you're a kid, you watch it and you're like, whoa, this is amazing. And now you look at it and you're like, wow, they literally had a $10 budget for everyone, including the actors. Do I say oil or oil? Durf geen fucking Red Bull open doen nu, ja? Ga gewoon maffen straks. I don't say anything. Oil or oil. I don't say anything because my accent isn't real. Because honestly, like, you know, I'm not saying it like, I'm not saying it takes energy to keep this accent up because I've been speaking so much American lately that for me, hang on. For me, it takes less energy than it used to. It used to take a lot of energy to uh, keep up the American. Because it's very nasal and it's a very different type of breathing than the Flemish, than what I'm used to. So it was very, like, it took a lot of courage, like a lot of courage, a lot of energy. But now that I'm doing it more, it's actually pretty fine. So, but it's still like, when I'm tired and stuff, I still like default into like falling back into Flemish accents and mispronouncing stuff. Oh, I want to learn a lot of languages. I want to learn. I would love to learn a lot of languages, like sign language. I'd love to learn Swedish. Speak better Italian. Speak better Spanish and stuff. Olive oil. No, no. You gotta send me that one. Yeah, I'm not. That's the thing. I'm very bad at very bad at uh, like how to learn languages and stuff. Cause I was taught languages so much in school and everything. So like when people ask me like, oh, what's the best way to learn languages? I'm like, I don't know. I just speak them because I had to cram a lot of them and stuff. And um, I guess speaking them as much as you can. But apart from that, I'm really. Sorry. Good luck, Ellie. Sorry, someone was texting me. I kind of got distracted. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Oh, I love Greek too. Yeah, the Noel thing was really good, genuinely. I have a theory. Foster drinks 3 energy drinks before recording audios or drama. Foster, as in the character? Or as in me? Because I'm not Foster. But also, I don't drink energy drinks before recording. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I think I'm gonna like hop off anyway. It's been almost 3 hours. I'm gonna hop off. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I keep on saying I have to do this more often, and then I completely space them out. But thank you guys so much for being here, as usual. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you got any questions, send me an ask on Tumblr. Or if not, I will see you guys in the next video. All right. Thank you guys. Take care. I'm going to leave the audio on for a bit, but I'll see you guys in the next one.